As we continue to cover Severe Weather Awareness Week, today we're talking about how to prepare.
Yeah, there are some items that you need to have on hand in case of an emergency. Meteorologist Amber Twardy joining us live in the studio to show us what those items are. You have some right there on the table.
Yeah, an assortment here of all the different things that you might want to keep in your safe spot. Now, what we want you to think about first when you hear that siren going off, severe weather is on the way, getting to your safe spot. That is priority number one, but this can help you to prepare ahead of time to make sure that you're ready to go for when that storm rolls through, and especially for after it passes when you're given the all clear too. Now, as the storm is rolling through, you want to make sure that you have multiple ways to get weather information. Largely, that's going to be your phone, so making sure you have a phone charger, and it's not just the cord, but also making sure you have a battery-powered pack is going to be very important to make sure you have that one way to get weather information. But another way too is this right here, something that not necessarily too many people have at home anymore, but something that's very important to keep on hand. Might even want to run out to grab one at the start of this severe weather season, a NOAA weather radio, to make sure that you have all of those ways to get weather information even if power goes out. Now, something else to keep on hand, a first aid kit. Just keeping on hand, especially Band-Aids, antiseptic, kind of the basic things that come in a first aid kit is going to be a good idea. Something else that you would want, especially for those storms that arrive in the evening and the overnight hours, is a flashlight and extra batteries to go with it to make sure that you can still see even if power goes out and it's dark outside. Now, this next one is going to be for those of you that really want to be prepared. Water purification tablets at least, and also making sure you have some candles, matches in case your flashlight does go out, in case your batteries are bad. Something else too is making sure you have water on hand and non-perishable food items. Now, for the most part, that's not necessarily going to be something that all that many people need to be too worried about, but this is going to be especially for those of you that really want to make sure that you are extra prepared. I will say that having some extra water on hand in your safe spot, one for each member of your family, would at very least be a good idea, especially for those overnight storms. Something else that not necessarily too many people think about is making sure that you have clothes, making sure you have some closed-toed shoes as well, because if it's the middle of the night, you hear that siren going off and you're running down to your basement or that interior room of your house, you're not necessarily thinking about the fact that you're going to need some clothes in the morning instead of just your PJs, and the fact that you're going to need some shoes as well, making sure that you're not going to be stepping on any debris. So just grabbing an old pair of tennis shoes, the ones that you threw to the back of your closet a couple years ago. That's going to be the ones that you want to grab, throw them in your basement into your safe spot, making sure you have that extra pair of clothes. And of course, the night before severe weather, or really just any time before severe weather, grabbing some important documents is always a great idea as well. Sam?